Alright guys, I've never done a life channel update before. Well, technically I have when I published this YouTube short when I first moved into this building. But yeah, there's a lot of changes happening and I'm getting right into it. Starting with the life update. First and foremost, I got a new day job at a pretty dope company. Some of you may already know this from my community post a little while back, but yeah, getting that job was no easy feat. I kid you not, it took me a month and a half, maybe longer, consisting of like 8 to 9 interviews and a ton of assignments to showcase my skills, which directly correlates to the drop in output on my channel in the second half of the year. All complaining aside though, because I can understand that they needed to vet me, I'm feeling really humbled, lucky, and grateful that I actually got this super cool job. Especially since I was at some dead-end job outside of my industry with probably the worst boss I ever had directly before it. So it was quite a relief to say the least. But I will say, I need to take my own advice about imposter syndrome because let me tell you, I feel it big time. Now all of that said, I got a new job. Who cares? Why am I telling you this? Well, the new job requires relocation, like out of Portland, out of Oregon even. And while I'm not going to talk about exactly where quite yet, I will tell you it is happening soon. Think Q1 2025. Of course, there is already enough information in what you've watched in this video alone to figure out where I'm headed. The purpose of this video is to let you know that while I'm focusing on moving to a new state, and while I'll hopefully be documenting a lot of it, I most definitely won't have the time to actively publish new videos. It is just me running this channel after all. For now. And not that I currently have a consistent upload schedule as it is, but you get what I mean. Maybe I'll pre-plan some lower lift content, but creating for the channel at any stage outside of documenting the move will most likely take a back seat for I'd say 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even a month. But when I'm reestablished, I have a feeling I'll be creating some of the best content I've ever published on this channel. So I'm hyped for when that time finally comes next year. Now, outside of the life update, which you'll learn more about in upcoming videos, it's time to talk about the channel update. Right now, at this very moment, I feel 2 things with my channel. First, I started my YouTube journey in March 2021. And as of this last November, it really started to finally feel like the soul and essence and lore of my channel began to truly show and come together. That might not make sense, but it now feels like there's a solid library of content that all feed off one another, with enough information to know a lot about my professional experience and the various nuanced topics I discuss around content creation. As for the second thing I feel when it comes to my channel, as some of you who've been around probably know, a majority of my popular content really fall under only 2 to 3 topics. Concert photography, videography, and Premiere Pro tutorials, especially when they're about short form vertical content. This is great, and I'm really happy that style of content really popped off. And I'm sure I'll continue to create and publish that type of content since it resonates so well with subscribers and non-subscribers who visit my channel. But I did say there was a channel update, and that update is I really want to improve on my storytelling a bit more, and I really want to vlog a bit more, especially since Gina got me this GoPro Hero 12 Black for my birthday. I really want to create videos that have titles like, I witnessed the most beautiful sunset in America, or how I became a video producer in New Donk City, or I experienced Coachella as a fan. I don't know, but that style of storytelling and documenting. Even though the advice on the street to grow a YouTube channel is to niche down, which I clearly refuse to do, I just find myself naturally gravitating that direction with my content. There's even a ton of Florida footage I've been procrastinating on editing where I speak to the GoPro unscripted. And I get excited thinking about how I can script my studio segments to work off of what I say in those GoPro clips. And if an idea excites you, you already know I'm gonna say trust your creative process and go for it. And I think that's what I'm going to do in 2025. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing, guys. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments on what you'd like to see from this channel next year, even if it's just more concert photography content. I do have one more video dropping this year, and it's the 4th iteration of my end of the year review videos. If you like data-driven review videos about YouTube channels with a cinematic ending to round out the year, you'll find it on your screen now as soon as it's out. I hope to see you there. Time for the thumbnail.